Mukbang is an internet phenomenon in which video recordings of hosts eating large amount of food are streamed on online video platforms. So tingin ko nga merong connection ang mukbang sa eating disorder. So according sa mga mukbang viewers, ang panonood daw ng mukbang ay nakakatanggal ng kanilang loneliness and social isolation by making them feel emotionally connected sa other viewers and sa host. At nagkakaroon din sila ng sense of relief and pleasure from listening to sounds such as chewing and devouring noises. While mukbang can be energizing and fun for some people, they can also be highly triggering for others, so especially those who suffer from eating disorders like anorexia, bulimia, and binge eating after watching videos. So may mga cases na yung mga viewers na nakakapanood ng mukbang is natitrigger yung relapse ng kanilang disorder or motivate restrictive eating. So sa mukbanger naman is after nila makakain ng large amount of food, nagsi-self-induced vomiting sila para ma-maintain yung physical appearance or slim physiques nila after they have taken their video shoots. So pinakita din sa interview ng mga mukbangers na they have poor eating routine. So masyado silang obsessed sa mga self-care diets and other practices. So when mukbangers consume massive amounts of food without gaining weight, many suspect they engage in bulimic behavior.
Internet technology has facilitated the use of a wide range of different activities and applications. In online context, mukbang is one of these activities. Mukbang is a relatively new internet phenomenon in which video recordings of hosts eating large quantities of food are streamed on an online video platform. It began in South Korea around 2014 and since spread out throughout the world. I came across a thesis, a viewer perspective, in which users discuss mukbang without any describing personal involvement, and a participant perspective in which users describe their own experience of effects and behaviors in response to watching mukbang. Some people believe that mukbang is a helpful tool for eating more, avoiding binge and reducing loneliness. For others, it is an undeniably destructive force that can inspire restrictive eating or turn to binge eating. So it used to be, for me, that it appeared the trigger on eating disorder that you could also control, because when you watch and see someone eating, you usually want to eat what they eat.
Mukbang or eating shows has been the latest hit in our society, where people eat many meals and the audience watches them until the large amount of food is consumed. So mukbang has been a trend for the past years, but some of the mukbangers or the people who eat plenty amount of large meals make it disturbing, like the famous YouTuber Nikocado Avocado, who eat a large number of foods that consumes with calories and fats. And what make it more disturbing is that how he behaved now than before starting a mukbang videos. So does mukbang and eating disorder have a relationship with each other? So an eating disorder is a psychological disorder that indicates abnormal or disturbed eating habits and can change the behavior of a person. So mukbang and eating disorder has a connection with each other, whereas mukbang or eating shows can trigger a disordered eating behaviors such as binge eating. Binge eating is a disorder when a person habitually consumes an unusual large amount of food and is unable to stop eating. Some effects of the mukbang can cause people who are on diet to have stronger desire to consume more food. And the people who are doing mukbangs have a risk in heart disease and diabetes.
There are three main types of eating disorder. It is anorexia nervosa, bulimia nervosa, and binge eating disorder. People who do mukbangs can fall in binge eating disorder. Binge eating disorder is a serious eating disorder in which you frequently consume unusually large amount of food and feels unable to stop eating. We all know that mukbang is a content in the internet where the blogger is filming what he or she eats. They usually eat large amount of food. Most of the time the food is not healthy and they eat it in just one sitting only. The only YouTuber I know that may have eating disorder is Nikocado Avocado. He mentioned on one of his videos that he was rapidly gaining weight and he wasn't shy about addressing it. With the ridiculous amount of food he was eating, it's not too far or Papa jumped to assume he was eating above his daily calorie limit. But with the extra pot also came the extra drama. He also mentioned that he is struggling with mental illness, that he was diagnosed with ADD, attention deficit disorder, eating disorder, and OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder.
Sobrang hilig ko talaga manood ng mukbangs, lalo na kapag mag-isa ako kumain. Nagbibigay gana ba? Kasi syempre nakakawalang gana kapag mag-isa ka lang kumain o baka ako lang yun. Pero ayun nga, yung sa lesson ni Sir about mukbangs and eating disorders, unang pumasok sa isip ko si Uni Eats. Si Yani, Uni Eats, something like that. Siya yung pinakauna kong mukbanger na napanood. And hindi ko pa alam noon na yung term na mukbang, pero sobrang addict na ako sa mga mukbang videos niya kasi sobrang gana niya kumain, kaya nakakagana rin kumain. Tapos sobrang dami pa ng pagkain niya. May times na nauubos niya yung pagkain niya at may times na hindi. Meron siyang Q&A video noon na sinagot niya yung tanong na paano niya daw nakakayanan kumain ng ganong kadaming pagkain. Tapos sinabi niya na hindi daw siya kumakain sa buong araw para lang sa isang mukbang video niya. Meron siyang tagline doon na let's dig in cause I'm so hungry. At sabi niya, totoo daw yung tagline niya na yun kasi totoong gutom daw talaga siya. Matagal ako bago ulit nanood ng mga videos niya kasi naka-discover ako ng mga ibang mukbangers na mas na-enjoy ko. Then tinignan ko yung videos niya ngayon lang at ganun pa rin yung katawan niya, hindi man lang siya nag-gain ng weight o kahit ano, yung kahit makita mo lang sa mukha niya na nag-chubby yung face niya, wala talaga. So, possible na meron siyang binge eating disorder kasi makikita mo na sobrang dami niya talagang pagkain at kadalasan instant noodles pa talaga yung kinakain niya. And possible din na meron siyang bulimia nervosa na sinusuka niya yung kinakain niya. Kasi isipin mo, isang buong araw kang hindi kakain. Lipas na yung gutom mo, tas kakain ka ng sobrang dami. Pwedeng nasusuka siya after niya kumain o pinipilit niya talagang sumuka. And pwede rin nang nagpapabelo siya o kung ano man tawag sa Koreano na higupin yung taba, alisin yung taba o kaya nagpapamassage siya sa mukha para hindi magmukhang chubby sa camera. Pero for me, siya yung mukbanger na kilala ko na matagal na sa industry na yun at na hindi nag-gain ng weight.
An online video portal streams video recordings of hosts stuffing themselves as part of the mukbang trend, which has recently taken off on the internet. It started in South Korea sometime in 2014 and has since spread throughout the world. The quantities of food consumed at a typical mukbang are outrageously big. Sometimes this includes consuming huge quantities of a single food item, such as ramen noodles or fried chicken, but a mukbang may also include many dishes with double portions. One sign of a restrictive eating problem is a fixation with food and watching other people eat. It's also possible that seeing mukbang stuff will worsen an eating disorder. The mukbangers started eating healthy foods again only after they finished filming because they had overindulged while others went on excessively strict diets in response to their mukbang content. Other options include intermittent fasting, maintaining a daily exercise schedule, and content creators who stage the entire video. In other words, they don't actually consume the amount of food they depict in their videos. Mukbangs can be stimulating and enjoyable for some people, but they can also be quite upsetting for others. After watching these videos, people who have eating disorders including anorexia, bulimia, or binge eating may experience negative reactions.
Eating disorders are not only about decreasing your food intake, they can also be about not eating anything. And it can also be a way for them to prevent weight gain by purging. Those mukbang videos shows that I have watched, I can say that it is not easy to tell if they somehow have an eating disorder. But there's also a video that I have watched of someone eating something that is not edible, like so. They are somehow eating alive. I mean, there are some that mukbanger was eating inappropriate things.
What is mukbang? Mukbang is a live stream video where viewers watch the host eat. Mukbang is characterized by the copious amount of food consumed during the streaming. Think banquet-sized portions, where viewers sit and watch the one-person eating contest unfold. Truly, the trend continues to grow in popularity. However, nutrition experts indicate potential risks and benefits of the growing trend. Watching mukbang is primarily up to the viewer's discretion. However, nutrition experts warn it may promote overeating and encourage poor eating habits. The food that mukbangers eat during broadcast could be anything, as simple as fast food meals up to seafood, pizzas, and noodles. Since they are consuming a crazy amount of food, there are multiple health implications they might incur from doing these kinds of video. Mukbang has given birth to online communities of mukbang enthusiasts. These communities involve primarily people with eating disorders such as anorexia and bulimia. Seemingly, people suffering from eating disorders found mukbang and other binge eating videos helpful in their conditions.
The connection of mukbangs and eating disorder is that watching mukbangs could somehow trigger the eating disorder both to the watcher and the mukbangers, especially when someone who watch mukbangs and who already suffering from this specific eating disorder. So I remember this friend of mine, kakatapos lang namin kumain, then I saw her watching some mukbangs video, and later on she said to me na she is hungry again and she will buy some food. Then I said, kakatapos na natin kumain na, kakain ka ulit. See, by only watching mukbangs, it's triggering her eating disorder without even noticing it. And because she thinks it's okay and it's normal. And I also remember this husband and wife who mukbangs, and these two are massive, as in big, malaki silang tao, both of them. And they eat a massive amount of foods. They always binge eating, tapos yung kinakain pa nila is yung mga pork belly, basta yung mga unhealthy foods, which is very alarming para sa kanilang dalawa, lalo sa health nila. But I know that there is still some mukbangers that could somehow manage their eating disorder by eating just the right amount of foods and just by enjoying it.